bunch of pigs. We weren't personally, we had them ordered. And there was a bunch of families. We had decided that we would go together to buy some pigs and have them butchered because we got a cheaper price. And I was chosen, because I knew the contact people, to get all the cuts and everything and ordered, and I did all the ordering. Well, when we made the arrangements at first, the butcher said to us we didn't have a choice of the cuts. We just had to get what came along because our order wasn't large enough. Well, the week that they were butchering the pigs, he called and said, actually, yours is the only order I have, so if you have specific cuts you'd like, I'd be happy to do that for you. So I called one of the other people that was buying some pigs with us, and I mentioned this to her, and I said, but I need to know right away so I can call him, because they're butchering soon. Now, apparently that wasn't very clear, because she didn't get back to me and didn't get back to me, so 3 days later she got back to me. But in the meantime, the pigs had already been butchered, and they had already been cut, and they'd already been wrapped, and they were already frozen. And she got back to me late. And when I mentioned to her on the phone, I thought because you didn't get back to me, I assumed it was okay that I did it the way I wanted. It also seemed rather humorous to me at the time that she thought I could get 40 pounds of bacon off of a pig. No, you can't. That doesn't work. There's actually ham and... But anyway, so her list wasn't even possible. And I didn't mention that to her because she got very angry with me on the telephone. So angry, in fact, that as I held my what's that called? The phone away. When I held it away from my ear, the children who were sitting around our homeschool table could hear it, so I left the room. And by the time I thought maybe I could get a word in edgewise, she hung up on me. And I was mad. I was like steamed. Here I'm trying to do you a favor, and then you call and like lay into me. So I was like, mad. And then I started to cry because I didn't want to break a relationship that I really valued. So I'm trying to think what to do. And then I opened my email because I think, well, maybe I'll send her an email. Well, I opened my email and she's already sent me one. And the subject line says, yes, I hung up on you. And then there was a full page of all the horrible things I had ever said or done, and a list of all my dirty laundry, and how if only and I was not happy. And I was hurt. I was very, very deeply hurt. And so I left my computer, bawling my eyes out, went to my husband's office where he had an employee working with him, and I called him out because I didn't want him to see me cry. And he came out and I told him what happened, and I cried and cried and I cried the rest of the afternoon. And then I went back to my computer and I wrote a letter. It was also just as long. But thankfully, I had nothing in the 2 lines so that it wouldn't accidentally get sent to her. And just after supper, I said to my husband, can you read this to make sure it's okay? And he read it and he said, maybe you should pray about this for a while. So we were going to cancel our evening plans because we were supposed to go to the prayer summit at our church that evening. But we couldn't cancel because we were cell leaders and we had our whole cell group coming, so we had to show up. I cried all the way to church, got to the bathroom and tried to clean myself up. And then went into the service, and I don't remember the song that we were singing, but there was a line in it that said, I surrender it all to you, or something like that. And I'm like, yes, yes, Jesus, I surrender everything to you, everything to you. And I'm crying, and he's like, everything? Yes, everything. Even this situation? Okay. Well, you understand then that you'll give me control of this situation? Yeah, okay, but you'll let it turn out good, right? and I didn't get that feeling that he was saying yes. But he said to me, do you trust me to handle the situation? Oh, yes, I trust you. Well, then will you let go of it? Okay, I'll let go of it. As long as she will understand that I wasn't trying to hurt her. And then I heard something deep in my heart. And he said to me, do you give up your right to be understood? Are you okay with it if she forever thinks that you're nasty and horrible, and she talks and spreads rumors about you? Are you okay with that? Oh, you can't really be asking me to give that up, are you? Yes, are you willing to give up your right to be understood? And I understood at that moment that when I give my all to Jesus, he's asking for all. He's asking for all. Our right to be understood, our right to hold unforgiveness, our right. Some of us are holding on to rights that God is asking us to let go of. Walking in humility is saying, yes, God, I surrender all of it. I went home, and I had asked the Lord, would he please show me what he saw in this woman, because right now I didn't love her very much. And he showed me a picture of her at the cross when he was hanging on it. And he died for her the same he died for me. And when he created her, he loved her the same that he loves me. And my heart broke with love for her. And I couldn't have done that if I hadn't first surrendered my right to be understood. So I wrote her an email, told her how much I loved her, told her how God saw her, and I got an email back that said, I'm so sorry I was wrong. But I'll tell you something, it doesn't always turn out that way. It doesn't always turn out that way. But are you okay with it? If God is in control? If he asks for the permission to be the one who takes vengeance, vengeance is mine, says the Lord, will he be your avenger? Will you let him?